Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Brenda and welcome. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing the MORPHE foundation and the MORPHE concealer. Both of these products recently came out about a few days ago and I was so lucky to get them in store. I actually live really close to the Burbank store here in LA. So after work, I went and got these babies and I just couldn't miss up the opportunity because I knew they were going to kind of sell out really quick. I'm not sure if they did or not. I was thinking of doing more like a wear test and seeing how the foundation actually wears throughout the day and how it just holds up and stuff. Also for the concealer, I want to see how well it is when it comes to like creasing and how it wears throughout the day and what the consistency of it is. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. This is the first time I actually even do like a wear test using a product. So I did pick up the foundation in shade F2.100 and I picked up the concealer in C225. I also did buy one more product and this also came out with this collection. This is a concealer too, but this is the white concealer and this literally caught my attention because I mean I've seen white concealers before, but when I was trying to find a match of concealer for my skin tone, one of the girls that worked there showed me this guy and she blended it with another concealer and it looks so beautiful. So for example, if you have like a dark concealer or if you just want to like highlight somewhere under your eye or somewhere in your face, this guy will do the job. I was also intrigued because this is like multi-use. You can use this to cut your crease. You can use this many other ways and I just didn't have anything like this guy, so that is why I picked it up. So I do want to give you guys like a little breakdown of these products. So we're starting off with the foundation. It comes in this little tube. It comes with 1 ounce of product. The foundation itself is $18, which I felt like was a very affordable price. MORPHE has great pricing. Also, if you'd use a discount, you will get that a little bit lower. So I wanted to give you guys a little description of what the foundation is supposed to be like. So it says it's a 24-hour long wear foundation, which is amazing. You guys want a foundation that's gonna last the whole day. It says it's sweat proof, transfer resistant, and water resistant. I mean, it sounds great. It says it's free of oils, fragrance, and parabens, and it's great for all skin types. This foundation did come out in 60 shades, so no matter what shade you are gonna find the shade that works best for you. I think that's amazing that they came out with a very nice and like big range of like shades for people. So as far as the concealer, I did say that I picked this up in the shade C2.25. This is like a neutral undertone for me and I usually like my concealers to be like neutral. So let me tell you guys a little bit of the benefits of this concealer. So it says it's a 16-hour long wear concealer. It's sweat proof, transfer resistant, and water resistant, just like the foundation. It's free of fragrance and parabens and it says it's ophthalmologist tested. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I don't even know what that means. Let me search that up. I'm gonna Google what ophthalmologist means. Oh, okay. So I just Googled what that meant and basically an ophthalmologist is an eye doctor who specifies with like the area of your eye. So I guess they wanted to test it just so they make sure the product was good to use like in this area. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I do want to mention this. I did buy a concealer from MORPHE, like I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It's been a while, but I actually do still have it and it is this concealer. So I'm guessing they just redid their formula to better it and stuff. I hope this one doesn't dry as much as that one did. I did forget to mention that this concealer retails for $9 and it comes in 31 shades, which I feel like is amazing also. They did an amazing job when it comes to like the range shades. They made sure that they had every undertone for every skin color and I feel like that's great. I know there has been like a lot of brands that have gotten backlash just because the shade range of like certain products hasn't been great. They literally will come out with like 10 shades for like a whole line and I just feel like that is not fair for a lot of people with different skin tones. So I give it to them. They did an amazing job when it comes to like the shades. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my face, but before I do want to make sure I moisturize and I prime my face. So I haven't moisturized yet. I'm going to use this one right here. This is the Believe True Cream and this is what I usually always use to moisturize my face. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit, a tiny bit of product and place it on my face. I'm gonna give that about a minute or so just so it can set in my face, and that way I can apply my primer next. For primer, I'm gonna stick to a primer that I usually always wear and that I really like, and that is a Professional primer. I'm obsessed with this primer. I wear it all the time and I just love how it just makes my skin look. So I am going to put this in my face. I've learned that this primer is like mainly supposed to be used in like the T-zone area, especially your nose, just to even out your pores in like this area. So that is what I'm gonna do. Obviously I like putting it all over my face, but I'm gonna focus it in like my nose and like the middle of my face the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation. I'm gonna take this little tube off, and there you see it has like a little sticker, just so you make sure it's new. We're gonna take that guy off. And we're gonna put a little bit on our hand. The consistency looks thick. It's not so watery at all, which is good. To blend out my foundation, I'm gonna use this brush. This is like the brush that came with the brush set, the BH Cosmetic Marble Brush Set. I was gonna use my M439, but to be honest with you guys, I did forget to wash it. But this one works as great as the M439, so that is what we're gonna use. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of product and then just place it right in my face. Usually I like to start in like the middle and then just bring it out. So we're gonna start on our cheeks and then bring it out towards our face. So as I am blending it out, I can instantly tell how matte it is. I kind of will say that you have to work a little quick with it just because it does dry out a little too quick. So if I were you guys, I would do like section by section and just make sure you're blending it out as you go. Don't like do it all over the face. But overall, I will say that either I messed up with my shade or it's oxidizing, because I feel like I got a wrong shade, or I just feel like it's a little too dark. It doesn't look as dark in the bottle, but that's okay. I'm light as hell right now. The winter isn't doing me any good, so this color is gonna work out like in the summer, but that's okay. We can also fix that with concealer, so I'm not worried about it. Since I do feel like it's a little darker, you want to make sure you blend down your neck. So let's move on to concealer now. I'm gonna grab some concealer and start dabbing it under my eye. I do want to put a generous portion under my eye just to test it out a little more. Also, I feel like this concealer isn't as light as I want it to be. I might be putting some of that white concealer. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to blend it out first to see how it looks, and then I'll like judge to see if I want it lighter or not. But so far, the concealer doesn't look as thin. It looks like it's a thick consistency, so let's blend this out first. I'm blending it with a Morphe blending sponge, by the way. Yeah, it definitely feels a little full coverage. I love full coverage concealers. This one didn't feel like it's drying at all. It looks like hydrating and thick. I'm not gonna lie, I do want this a little lighter, so I am gonna go in with the white concealer. I'm literally just gonna put 2 dots under each eye and see how well that looks. That is exactly how much I'm going to use, not so much at all. I love how this is blending in so beautifully. I feel like you can't even tell there was white there at all. I just feel like it just blended in just like if it were concealer itself. So I am gonna do the rest of my face like I usually always do it. I'm gonna set it, I'm gonna put bronzer, I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna do everything. But I did want to put this concealer to the test. I wanted to see how exactly, I want to see how much it creases if I didn't have like any translucent powder. So I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I always use this one. I'm gonna put it on half of my face, and on the other half I'm not gonna set it, just to see how much it creases. So let me just grab a little product. I'm gonna set the right of my face, and the left part of my face I'm not, so that way later we can tell which is which. So I just put a little bit of teeny product there. I am gonna do my nose as well down here. I'm also setting the rest of my face, and I always use this to set the rest of my face. This is the NYX finishing powder, and it's in the shade medium olive, and I just grab it with a big fluffy brush and just dust it all over my face. I'm gonna do the exact same thing to this side, but just not under the eye. Just because I do want to test it out. I do want to see how much it creases. I don't know if it's me or something, but I feel like my bags are out today. I feel like they came out to fucking play, and I don't want to see them. I kind of feel like they're like very hollow today for some reason. I don't know, maybe I'm just like overthinking it, or I'm just like overlooking at my face. Okay guys, so I am back. I did the rest of my face, as you guys can tell. All the products that I used on my face, I'm gonna link them down below just in case you guys are wondering what I'm wearing. But yeah, so far everything looks good put together. So I am gonna go ahead and wear this makeup throughout the day for quite a while. I'm gonna go and run some errands, and then I'm gonna come back at the end of the night to update you guys and show you guys how the makeup is wearing. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. I was about to leave, guys, but I did forget to mention that I did want to take a picture before and after, showing you guys how the makeup looks right after I put it on and how it looks hours later. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a selfie right now. Also, so you guys can see, I'm taking the pictures in like the camera from the iPhone. I'm not using a filter, I'm not using Snapchat or anything, just so you guys can see perfectly. I took a lot of them, but yeah, just so you guys can see perfectly how the foundation is wearing. Plus the camera on this iPhone is like no joke, you can see clearly everything, so that will help. But yeah guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, I am back. So it is currently 11:45, as you guys can see, 11:45 p.m. Wednesday, January 23rd. I am back. I put this foundation on, I want to say it was like 2:30, between like 2 and 3, between those hours. So it's been at least, how long? So it's been at least 8 hours. I had to think about it for a minute. So it's been at least 8 hours since I had the foundation on, and I have a few things to say. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in so you can see a little bit more of what I'm talking about. So I did my full makeup overall. I did my highlight, everything, and everything came out pretty nice. Keep in mind that I did say that I only set this part of my eye, and the bottom half of this eye I did not set. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can immediately tell the difference. So when I look at this part of my face, it just looks like very smooth, and it just looks like very put together. But then when you look at this part of my under eye, I can definitely see the crease. And that's okay, that's normal. Obviously makeup is gonna crease, especially if you don't set it. But I don't know, I just don't like how it looks. Also, I feel like I have a lot of texture, not only in the under eyes, but all over my face. I feel like everything is just like very like textured. You can't really see in camera because my camera has like a smoothing effect on the camera or whatever. So like this guy right here, I feel like the foundation definitely emphasizes like your problem areas. Also, I do notice a little creasing, not so much, but I do notice creasing on my smile lines right here. I obviously crease there, but I mean, I guess it's normal, but you can definitely see it. Also a little bit around my nose. But as far as the wear, I feel like the coverage is very nice. I will say that it does feel very, very dry. I do actually feel like if I didn't moisturize or I didn't like put any setting spray, that I will feel like very, very dry. It almost in a way, it feels kind of cakey. I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels like uncomfortable because I'm the type of person that likes to feel like I'm wearing lightweight makeup but have a full coverage, if that makes sense. So it kind of feels, it definitely feels like I have like makeup on. Like it kind of feels cakey. That's what I mean when I say it kind of feels cakey. But it's fine. I don't mind that. It didn't oxidize. I did say that I felt like it was oxidizing. It did not oxidize. I felt like it was just the color that I bought. So no, it doesn't oxidize. The coverage is very nice, very full coverage. It's just very dry, very matte. If you don't like matte foundations, this is not for you. I don't recommend it. As far as the concealer, I think I like the concealer a little bit more than I like the foundation. Also, I am going to insert a picture right here of right after I apply the foundation and 8 hours later. I did want to see if there was like any difference, so I did take a picture right after I applied it, and I am taking a picture now 8 hours later, just so I can see if there's like actual difference when it comes to like pictures and cameras and stuff. I feel like I don't see any difference right now, but maybe later that I actually look at the photo I will see a difference. So my final thoughts on this foundation and the concealer, I would give the foundation maybe like a 6 out of 10, just because I did not like how matte I look, and I did not like how much it like made my face like feel very texturized. It did a good job at covering my pores and everything, but I just feel very dry. For the concealer, I will give the concealer like an 8.5. Yeah, like an 8.59. I will find myself using this a little bit more than this. Will I use the foundation again? Yes. I mean, I bought it. I might as well just use it, but it wouldn't be like my first choice. I have a lot of foundations that I love. But yeah, obviously I'm still gonna use this because I spent my money on it. But it wouldn't be my first option, like I said. And as far as the concealer, I feel like I will find myself wearing this a little more. The consistency kind of reminds me of the Laura Mercier concealer. That one's very nice. I feel like this one just might be a little bit more like full coverage than that one. But yeah, I don't hate these products. I just don't love them as much as I thought I was going to love them. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully I did a good job at my first like wear test. I feel like I did pretty good. I just feel like they should make another type of like consistency to the foundation, just because I don't think that this is good for everyone. It says it's good for all skin types, but I personally, I don't think it's good for all skin types. If your skin has like, if your skin is naturally like very dry and very patchy, I don't recommend it. You're not gonna like it. Promise you, you guys are not gonna like it. It's gonna be too dry for you. But you can always just try to moisturize as much as you can, and maybe that way it will help. So yeah guys, this is the end of my wear test. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other suggestions of products that I should test, or if you guys want to see a makeup tutorial on a certain product, definitely let me know. I would love to do that. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below so you can keep up with all my videos. And that is all for today guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye!